Illinois looking for their first win in conference play and their second straight win over the Northwestern Wildcats. The last time these two teams met was back on January 20th of 2013. That was a game that Illinois actually lost. I should say a second straight win at Welsh Ryan they're looking for, and that foul goes against Jackie Grant. Grant back in the game, so looks like she is okay. That is Grant's third personal foul. Deary inbounds up top to Douglas, and another quick foul, this one on Ivory Crawford, and that's going to be Crawford's third personal foul.
Yeah, Greg, this is the most fouls I've seen in a basketball game in quite a while, and the players you see there, 22, Crawford using her hands very clearly, no argument about that, and these players are going to have to move a little bit with those feet.
Northwestern down by 5. Inman, the floater, no good. Lions there to corral the rebound. Ball bounces around. Grant picks up the rebound.
A terribly ill-advised shot there by Inman and not the best putback from Lyon. Got to capitalize on possessions here going deeper into the second half.
Moore, off-balance jumper just inside the three-point arc on the right wing. No good. Northwestern with the rebound. Now Deary trapped, but gets it across the half-court line. Cross-court pass stolen away by Sarah Hartwell.
Not exactly sure what Maggie Lyons saw there, Greg, and obviously you want to make quick passes to break up the zone, and it has worked for him a couple of times so far in the game, but in a situation like that, 3 orange jerseys, you don't want to throw a cross-court pass. The odds of it getting to the recipient, very low.
And Sarah Hartwell led wide open, a beautiful read by Amber Moore. Hartwell was just a little bit outside the circle. She puts it right through the cylinder. Illinois extends to their second largest lead of the day at 7 points.
Now, you know, Greg, what's really impressed me so far is Illinois hasn't shown spurts of being good. They've been consistently good throughout this game, finding holes in the Northwestern defense seemingly on every possession they run their offense.
But a big loss here as Jackie Grant picks up her 4th personal foul on that drive by Maggie Lyon. And Brandon, take a look at the replay here, and Lyon looking to drive, and first free throw is no good. Lyon, a 76.6% free throw shooter. And Nia Oden's going to come into the game for Jackie Grant, and with 14:24 left to go in this ball game, you probably will not see Grant for quite a while with 4 personal fouls.
And the way this game's gone so far, couldn't really tell you which team is 9-1 at home and which one's 0-4 on the road, because the roles really seem to be almost reversed here, Greg. Illinois is playing consistently, especially on the offensive end.
Second free throw from Lyon is good. Lyon trying to force a turnover. Deary picks the ball up, tries to semi-alley-oop it. Inman point blank, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds, and the Illini take possession.
That's another mental error, in my opinion, Greg, on the part of Inman. If I was out there right now, one of my high school basketball coaches would have had us running laps. Use the glass. In that situation, there really isn't a defender in front of her who's tall enough, up high enough to block that shot. Use the square.
And the pass was set up really good from Deary, and Inman was in the right position. Ivory Crawford, Nia Coffey tries to block that one. And they're actually going to call that one on Lauren Douglas. And that's a break there because it could have been called either way, and if it had been on Coffey, because both of them made contact, that would have been Nia Coffey's 4th personal foul.
Yeah, and you saw there on the replay, as I said, you saw Alex Cohen earlier. She stood vertical. They're chomping at the ball. They're swatting it. You can't do that. You're going to get called for the foul every single time, especially, Greg, with the new rules.
Ivory Crawford makes the first. Crawford, a 63.8% free throw shooter, averaging 14.9 points per game on the season. 2 of 2 at the line. Illinois ties their largest lead of the game at 8. And Ivory Crawford had 19 points and 8 boards in the Fighting Illini's loss to Nebraska this past week. Douglas, 3-ball, left corner, got it. And Lauren Douglas, who has been shooting lights out from 3 this year, 44.2%, and Northwestern is within 5.
That's what you do when you're a key player. You provide that spark for your team. Illinois got their biggest lead back. Lauren Douglas cuts it.
Hartwell open, right corner, 3-ball, back iron, no good. Crawford, the rebound, contested. And it looked as if Kristen Inman got in on the block party there. Ball goes out of bounds, but will remain with the Fighting Illini. You take a look at the replay here. Open shot from Hartwell. Nice board from Crawford, and there's Inman coming in to block it. Now Crawford. No good. Rebound, Maggie Lyon.
Crawford looked to hesitate in the air a little bit and hold the ball in the air a little bit longer than she does with her typical form. Took her off her shot line. Therefore, not surprised she missed the shot.
Coffey backs down, kisses it off the left corner of the box. And good. Nia Coffey has 13 points now to go along with 5 boards, and Northwestern's within 3. Illinois being guarded close on the perimeter. Crawford drives. They have to kick it back out. Hartwell looking to drive. Loses the handle. Out of bounds. Ball goes to Northwestern.
And I think, Greg, part of what is leading to Illinois' effectiveness overall on offense, barring that last possession, is getting used to the look they're getting. Northwestern hasn't switched up their defense much, if at all, sticking to that 2-3 look. And Joe McEwen, I understand he wants to be consistent, but Illinois, I think, is adjusting very well to it, and they haven't slowed down offensively.
Northwestern trying to win their second Big Ten game. They're in a tight one. Deary drives, fouled by Sarah Hartwell.
That's what you got to do if you're a playmaker. You try to make something happen. A good drive there, and this is where you got to capitalize on free throws. A lot of times last year, Greg, close games, especially in the Big Ten, specifically a close game down at Penn State that Northwestern almost pulled out. Had they made a few more free throws in that game, they missed about 8. They would have pulled it out, so definitely the line is huge.
First free throw from Ashley Deary, rims around and falls out, no good. You take a look at the replay here, and Deary got caught in the right side of the lane. Deary makes the second one. She's 1 of 2. And that was Hartwell's first personal foul and the 15th foul on the half of the Illini. Inside 12 minutes now. Illinois leading Northwestern 54-52 here on the Big Ten Digital Network. So glad you could be with us. I'm Greg Mraz alongside Brandon Wilson. Northwestern really sucking the zone defense out to the perimeter now. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Moore, an off-balance shot. No good. And Illinois gets the errant pass from Lauren Douglas's rebound. And the Fighting Illini have a fresh 30. Bounce pass, Crawford in the hole, and she's fouled. She'll shoot a pair of free throws.
Best pass of the night, Greg, right there. You just saw it. We'll see if we can see it again, but that was a beauty.
That's Douglas's third personal. We've got a tight one. Don't go anywhere. Illini cling to a 54-52 lead on the Big Ten Digital Network.